I will show you how to draw a camellia from a simple shape. You just simply draw a round and then do a little bit of outside border of camellia flowers with that one. And the reason I'm choosing camellia because it's easy to draw. You can find very beautiful, excellent videos on YouTube how to draw different flowers, but the purpose of this video is not to show how to draw a flower, rather how to create a painting of flowers with nice composition for that one. Like here I did a small little sketch and where the leaves will go, and another one facing on a right hand side the other way, and I did a little bit of oval shape, and then I have divided a part where the flower will be facing and doing some three-dimensional shape out of that one. Just doing some shadows so that I know how the light will go. And I will also draw another, probably another flower on the other side. I will draw it very vaguely, just draw a circle first and then cut down a part here because that is facing the other wall. Otherwise I'll probably try to use some watercolor abstract form in here in that case. And that's how I will finish my composition. I'll probably just add some little bits of pieces of leaves here and there, and the buds and this kind of stuff. Also I will add a vase down at the bottom, probably. Now let's sketch it on paper. I'm using 300 GSM rough paper. That's a Behong 300 GSM rough. And as I shown you in my rough sketch, this is how my flower will be. Just very simple shape with a round and just facing one on the right hand side, another one on the left hand side. I'll start with just washing off a little bit of warm gray on the right hand side because I'm planning to draw a window there, so the light will come out from there. That's why I'm choosing some warm color in there. I'm doing sort of negative painting in there so that the flower pops up. Using some bit of cadmium red and alizarin crimson, like warm and cool red mix. And in the background I'm just drawing some warm color in there as well. And when it's dry up, I will start drawing using some warm red. Start drawing the petal. The camellia is usually pink or rosy color, and they have a bit of warm yellow in the middle. The proper color would be here for transparent cool red, but I'm using some warm red just because of the background light will come through this flower. That's why it will create some warm effect. When it's dry, I use some water and then drop some color in there and let the color blend itself. I'll drop some more dark red inside. randomly add dark here and there just to show the randomness of this watercolor effect. Now I'll start painting the right hand side. I will use quinacridone rose because that's going to be a cool red, because no backlight is coming from the window in that case. That's why I'm going to keep that one as cool, even though there is a window there, but I did not add warm light on that part of the window, so just leaving it a little bit cool red. And I'll be using water to spread that color to get the watercolory wishy-washy effect on that. When it's dry, I will just with some clear water, I will drop some more colors in there just to let the color blend it by itself. I kept some white spaces in there so that I can use them as a highlight. I'm trying to be a little bit careful about shaping my flower. I'll also drop some cadmium yellow in there in the middle, and in dried in this part as well, just drop some yellow. And now working with the left hand side flower would be pretty much abstract, so just drop some color in there and just pull them here and there, make some dark values and make some light values with the water, making it just an abstract shape, so that as long as it looks like it's facing on a otherwise left hand side, that's fine. I just added a little bit of Chinese white with a quinacridone rose color to make some pink effect, and I will add some burnt sienna to have some dark effect to dark color inside there. I think I need to add a bit more values in the middle, so we'll just add some purple in there, like alizarin crimson and ultramarine blue mixed, so to make it more, to add some more values in the middle. Now I will start using some sap green. Always combination of greens, or sometimes a bit of warm brown, or sometimes a bit of cool blue to draw the leaves. I'll be adding some dark values where the flowers meets the vase or the leaves. I'll be just adding some dark values like blue or any other darks. Now let's paint the vase, making it a bit of light, just random warm color, light warm, and cool, little bit of mixed in there. So that's the initial layer. So whatever color you want to, you just need to make sure it is bit of contrasting with your leaves and flowers. Just add another flower down at the bottom there, which is almost probably facing downwards or dying, something like that, just to make the composition looking a bit of balanced. Now painting another cup in there, I will use a bit of warm color as well. The reason I'm using warm color in both vase and the cup, just because I'm going to add shadows which will be cool in color, so that warm and cool, they can mix up nicely. Trying to use both warm and cool as a shadow. So after using some warm shadow, I'm adding some cool shadow on top of that, just to have some different effect when they mix up together. Now I'm just doing a bit of detailing stuff in there, not complete details, just a bit of details so that I don't forget, or just these details helps me to mark the shape. It's a good idea to add some more dark values so that it creates some 3D effect with the flowers and the vase, and just complete those composition with those buds and bit of leaves in there. Now I'm almost close to the end, so they're just filling up those windows frames and stuff, and drawing the shadow of the main vase. Trying to put some random effect here and there with the shadows, and just make this side with some dry brush stroke, like a tablecloth, and making some texture. And also doing some random marks on a left hand side wall, like reflection, shadows, kind of sort of stuff. So the composition works in that way that I have used so much wet into wet effect, and to balance the composition I have used some dry brush stroke in there, some hard edge leaves and the vase and this kind of stuff. So that's pretty much all. I hope you liked it, and this video is mainly about the composition, how you can place your flowers and the light source and all of this stuff. And if you like it, please consider subscribing. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.